Hey everyone, Don and Ash here,
Hello.
back for another reaction video. This time we're going to be taking a look at some more voice lines. You guys have been requesting Jhin every single day since like Aatrox. So we're finally going to do Jhin. I know there's the two channels that have voice lines, and we deliberated forever whether we should do the just another nobody
Yeah.
voice lines or whether we should do the skin spotlight ones. We ultimately chose to do the longer ones. We just feel it would be a better, more fleshed out experience to hear more of the voice lines and get a better experience of Jhin overall.
Yes.
And as well, we just like that there was no music in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
and also we have watched his trailer before, so it won't be included. Usually we try to pair these with a trailer or a theme or something
or
like that.
or a teaser,
Yeah,
anything
but we have watched his trailer before, so go take a peek at that.
for sure. We'll have the link down in the comment, or sorry, not the comments, but the video description. So definitely check that. And as far as the special interactions, that'll be coming up soon, but in another video, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Without further ado, let's hop right in.
Yes.
You will be poetry. You will be beautiful.
What are those sounds when he talks?
Watch my puppets dance.
There's like an orchestra playing when he talks.
This is your curtain call.
Yeah.
Yo!
Your life had no value before me.
His voice has chorus to it.
Yeah.
I feel inspired.
I quite like his voice.
Yeah, no, it's excellent.
Art is worth the pain. Beauty is pain.
On,
I will make you famous.
he definitely gives out that Phantom of the Opera.
You will
vibe.
perform.
Yeah.
This is my love. Each bullet is a song.
That chorus is awesome.
Each bullet will be a dance. How can we make this fresh?
I like his aesthetic too.
Fabulous. Smiles, everyone. Smiles. Places, please. Delightful.
Get in your place before he shoots you.
All right. Wonderful. The composition needs something.
It's funny that like
Sublime.
just like in the Awakened cinematic, all I can see when he's presenting all these lines is him putting his one arm behind his back and like taking a bow.
Yes.
That's literally all I can see.
Yeah.
The butler with the white coattails. That's all I can see in my head.
Yeah, he's definitely such a performer. And you get that vibe through and through. And like we've already mentioned, that I love that there's that like hymn of like voices in the background, which just adds so much.
Just angels opening up the clouds every time
Yeah,
he talks. I'm like, what?
Yeah, and it just adds so much dimension to his voice lines. And so far, I think his voice fits him perfectly.
Yeah,
Like like I said, it's done quite nicely.
yeah. It's a soft and mysterious. You know, I just think those are the two things that come to mind for me. The voice is soft, but not effeminate in any way, and
Right.
it's mysterious, but still a little bit commanding.
Yes.
No, it's cool. It's literally perfect. Just like the mask is still very mysterious, Jin behind the mask and everything. But the mask itself is very like intimidating and kind of scary.
Yes.
So yeah, no, the voice is 100%
Yeah,
perfect.
spot on.
Transcendent. Divine. Darling.
Honestly,
Precious.
I just want to hear that chorus on and on. So like,
Symmetry is so boring.
Huh?
I
I quite like symmetry, actually.
was gonna say, y'all fighting now. No, I think it's I think I just if I was in game, I would just be spamming his attacks all the time, just so I can hear the
You can hear
chorus,
the
yeah,
chorus.
consistently. Cause no, that's super cool.
I've outdone myself this time. When they find you, they will cry. I will touch your heart.
Please,
I,
please don't.
I to remember that, and I know this from the comments that people have left on our trailer reaction, was that Jhin thinks that he's creating this like masterpiece when he's killing people.
Yeah, no,
So when
he's a
he's like,
murderous artist. Yeah.
right, so when he's like, when you see this, you will cry. He's not thinking of it from the perspective of like you're crying because like dead body. You're crying because like it's such a beautiful masterpiece.
Yeah,
So like,
I think he does see it like that.
yeah, like it's so beautiful you could cry, right?
I'm just like, dude, that's a corpse.
And that's right. Yeah, that's the thing. So like, it's like we know as soon as they like touch it or whatever, it's just like gruesome. But like, yeah, I'm trying to keep that in mind as we're hearing him cycle through these.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
They're gonna live until they die. This is my calling.
I'm an artist.
Places, everyone, places. Shall we dance? Sing for me.
I can't sing.
I rehearsed this.
I made this for you.
There is no drama in a peaceful death. Dance for me.
The 3 bosses. I know you didn't fight those bosses, but you've seen me fight them. World of Warcraft.
Oh,
The ones that make you dance.
Yes.
What does they say? Dance macabre or something like that, right? That is exactly where that reminded me of.
For Denathrius.
Yeah.
I know it's not like the sidekicks or whatever, but yeah.
I think third last boss.
Yeah.
I forget what they're called, but yeah, they're the 3 bosses that you have to fight and dance for them and stuff like that. I'm honestly getting that vibe as he, like, when he says the commanding lines, like, everybody to your places, or dance for me. I'm like, flashbacks.
Yeah. A bit of a side thing. I just realized in the artwork here, there's actually someone on the floor, dead. You see the bullet hole in the mirror there?
It looks like the bullet hole would be where the head is, if I'm looking at the body correctly.
The body is like, the head is by his kneecap. You see the nose?
I don't see it, but
Like,
okay, I see it.
Yeah.
Okay, I see it. It looks okay. If I look at it that way, it looks like a nun's head or something like that.
Yeah. Sorry not to take this off course. I just got distracted with that detail.
All right, let's go.
Right on cue. Inspired. The show never ends. How lovely. Center stage.
Right now.
I couldn't miss your performance.
Thanks, Dad.
These were clearly designed by a caveman.
Yo, the voice change there was interesting.
Yeah.
That was definitely a different tone that entirely. Like, okay.
Yeah.
I almost thought for a second, I'm like, is that the same voice actor? Just for a second.
I also wonder what he's referring to.
Yeah.
Gold is my power color. I prefer my equipment to make a bang. Sometimes silence is loud.
Ooh.
Start the music. I will make them dance.
Okay.
Red is a primary color.
He's right.
I have a thirst for melodrama.
Yes, you do.
The storm is in their hearts. I calm them.
I'm like, I feel like
It is by
Volibear.
my will alone I set my mind in motion.
Volibear might have some stuff to say about that.
I do prefer my work to have a brisk tempo. Rapid fire? Where's the drama in that?
I like how, as far as like details, as we're staring at him and imagining him talk or whatever, I cannot unsee what is on his shoulder, his left shoulder, our right. I keep looking at it. I'm like, all my brain keeps saying is that a tombstone or something like that? Like, that would not make sense. I kind of know that. I just don't.
The shape is just odd.
Yeah, the shape is very odd, and I'm like, if anybody knows what's on his shoulder, the whole character is wrapped in mystery.
Yeah.
So we don't really see anything about him. I'm like, even his a lot of you guys let us know in the comments. Even in his trailer that came out, there was a lot of mystery surrounding
Yes.
which heroes he was shooting and everything. Um, and my curiosity right now is largely what is that on his shoulder?
Yes.
So
My eyes do keep going back to it. I've just tried to focus on the voice lines.
yeah.
I do like how he mentioned something about tempo here, because again, it kind of makes me think back to like, oh, like you take your time creating your masterpiece, right? So that was just like a cool reference.
I love to perform, but I hate crowds. I always execute with style.
No doubt.
We all wear masks. Mine are just better crafted. Art is such a fickle thing. Not sure I needed another mask, but oh well. Ionian footwear. Sadly, so obvious.
Huh.
The essence of a thing is found only in its absence.
I love how it just immediately went into death
Yeah,
sounds.
I was just like, oh, that's actually a nice voice line, and then it was, bah!
I'm like, you would because it's cheesy.
I know.
I'm like, he says some things that are very, very esoteric, and I'm like, yeah, okay, Jhin, relax over there, buddy.
And I'm just here like, oh yeah.
One, two, three, four.
My bike can count. I said that
No
so
five.
weird. I said that so weird. You know how I said that like a pikey from what's that movie? You like Dags? Snatch.
Oh my god.
I
yeah.
sound like a pikey. I was like, my bye. That sounded so weird. All right. Anyways.
Our performance begins. The stage is set. I suppose I must make do with this tawdry setting. This stage is beneath my talent, but I shall elevate it.
He's so like everything around him is like so
I
poetry.
will bring them an opera of death. And now the curtain rises.
Spooky.
You lack imagination. I have elaborate plans for you. Killing you will be one of my finest works.
Of course,
you
isn't
are
there?
mediocrity. My genius will supplant you. Only my actions will make you memorable. It hurts so good. Only perfection. Only perfection is acceptable.
What was that?
That was
there
hilarious.
Was, there was so much there, and then it was just like.
That was hilarious. And then he goes right back into it. That's so funny. All right. His laughs definitely make him sound
The
maniacal.
work
Yeah.
is what matters.
Like somebody that's so into their own plan. You know what I keep looking at as well? Details about the image in front of us. Why is there a beard or something? I'm like, it's a little bit broken up by the glass, right? But right underneath his cape, if you guys look at center of the screen, there's like what looks like a beard or something.
I think it's like a tassel, because you can see just a little piece of it up where like his waistline would be, where maybe it's like a belt.
Oh, okay, on the left side.
Yeah.
Potentially. I'm like, I don't see any beard up here at his chin, right? So I'm just like, why? I'm like, is he just like this? Like, it's just like he's got a big dwarf beard, just like this giant, braided beard. No, probably a belt.
I like a rope belt. Yeah.
Art requires a certain cruelty. The end is important in all things. My audience awaits.
Not if you kill them all, bro.
I must wait until the composition is perfect.
Just right.
They are puppets. I pull their strings, and then they dance. My genius will be understood eventually.
Probably not.
Art must exist beyond reason. They call me mad. All artists are mad.
Stressed.
I will not suffer this ugliness. I cannot be good. I must be perfection.
He's got some standards.
Every element must be in place.
Perfectly.
I am misunderstood. Beauty can't be evil. This performance needs more zazz.
Not pizzazz, just zazz.
It's so difficult to work under these conditions. My talent justifies all actions. I am at my best only during the performance. I am pure. My work is pure.
I feel like
My-
just with these last couple voice lines, I feel like he doesn't see a problem with what he's doing because he's creating art.
Oh yeah, no.
So it's like he's just completely oblivious. Like maybe not
100%,
oblivious, but like
yeah.
you know, like he's just like, wow.
Yeah, no,
like he's just like in his artistic mood, not even thinking about the actual thing he's doing.
110%. He's fully into it.
He's like, what? What is the problem?
Theater is the mind. Art should terrify.
Not always.
No poet's words could match my craft. Death should never be quick. It should be an opera.
I honestly feel like he's the type of person who could give me like split personalities, like not sort of like being like I'm misunderstood. Some of his voice lines were like that, but at the same time he's like, what I craft is perfect.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's a person who gets very obsessive about his work.
Oh, definitely.
Like-
yeah, you definitely, of course, get that like perfectionist quality from him.
100%.
Like-
But I feel like it drives him to like madness. Like if it's not perfect, that's what makes him mad. Like
Yeah.
if playing on his emotions, I feel like if it's not perfect or things aren't set in place or whatever,
Yeah.
that he gets
Tilted.
very mad. Yeah, that's what I feel from Jhin.
I shall choreograph this affair. What sweet sadness is killing?
I thought he was gonna say me.
The world is cruel. It doesn't have to be ugly. Everyone wears a mask. I just chose to create my own. This art is a compulsion. I cannot resist it. Perfection isn't good enough. Behind every mask is another mask. There is nothing for me but this. I never hurt anyone. It is the performance that kills.
Of course, it wasn't me.
Until they stop me, I will keep going.
Oh.
That is psycho mode.
I am the singer without a voice, the dancer without legs. Only to the audience do I show my true face.
I honestly felt like the dancer without legs. Like some of the lines feel like not complete. I feel like there was like needs to be an ending to some of those lines. I mean, just an opinion, so it is what it is. But yeah, I feel like some of those lines just needed some sort of wrap up part to it.
Like another sentence or
Yeah, something to just tie it up.
Each bullet is a piece of my soul. Each shot is a piece of me.
Huh.
I swear each performance is the last, but I lie every time.
I was just gonna say, you're a liar? You
Yeah.
said you'd keep going?
Yeah.
I am a slave to this passion.
But why?
My work asks questions. It never has answers. Which is the lie? The mask or my face?
Which is symmetrical, by the way.
Well, I mean, sort of. He's got the scratches in one side, but I get what you're saying. Um, one of the things that's, I guess, interesting is that he said the mask or my face. Um, in the comments, I learned that, or apparently, he wears a full like a bodysuit, like behind the mask. Basically, only that one eye slot is open. So
Oh,
underneath the other eye slot, the one we don't see, it's like literally covered
covered?
mask. Yeah.
Huh.
So apparently, like I think if I'm correctly recalling this correctly from the comments, or you guys can correct me. Jin thinks that he's ugly.
Yes, I remember reading that as well.
Yeah.
Like through the one of the comments.
I forget how that translates into him wanting to create beautiful things.
Right.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You guys will fill us
No,
in the
but
comments below, but
yeah.
I'm pretty sure it just the base of it is that he thinks he's ugly and
And
somehow he just wants to create beautiful things.
yeah.
Okay.
An icon doesn't have to explain himself. I wonder what they think when they see me.
Ugly. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yes, the gun is ironic.
I'm kidding.
I like a violent composition.
A violet composition.
I'm so sorry.
This would be easier if blood came in more colors.
Whoa.
Let's start the show.
That was creepy.
Yeah.
The ecstasy of opening night.
I like that line.
Smiles and screams. I bring both. If I keep getting interrupted, how can I be expected to work?
Tilted.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Gritting his teeth.
I was paid to put on a killer show.
Huh.
Not literally, bro.
My clients expect the best. They will dance, they will sing, they will die.
Yes, he sounds just like that boss.
A costume, some makeup, a spray of blood. It's very simple. When I shoot, they dance. My critics are usually short-lived. If I get this outfit dirty, I'm going to be so annoyed.
I'm gonna lose it.
I serve a discerning clientele. Death is certain, but killing doesn't have to be ugly.
I wonder what happened to his other arm.
I provide catharsis for my clients and my victims.
Like it's not a human arm.
Yeah.
I orchestrate death. I get nervous before every performance, but I need that feeling.
He's hooked.
The moment before the shot is painful. It is only when the gun fires that I am alive. The ecstasy of killing.
Glorious.
The trigger on a loaded weapon, it whispers for us to act. I can't live without the euphoria of performance.
His little laugh.
Yeah.
Happiness is a warm gun. I want to feel everything. The gun makes it so I do.
Woo.
I envy silence because I must be loud. In carnage, I bloom like a flower in the dawn.
Aw.
Okay. Come here, Jin. You just need a big hug. You big softy. I do like how in the lines, you get how to say. I can imagine how close the voice actor is to the microphone
Oh.
to get those really. It's hard to project as low and soft as he's speaking.
Yes.
Right. So that's really the magic of Jin's voice for me. It's like um, there's certain singers that have just like Barry White, I think is his name, just has an insanely low voice, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But their ability to project at that low of a baritone
Yeah.
it's like the same as anybody that can do high and still be able to project it and control that pitch.
Yes.
It's incredible.
Yeah, I agree.
It's incredible. So I just really appreciate that out of especially some of these voice lines that are happening right now and that happened earlier. I think the first time we noticed when we're like, oh, the voice
Yes,
changed, it was
yeah.
that one where it was like, oh, okay. No, very cool. Very, very talented.
Yeah, I was just gonna be like, yes, the voice actor must be very talented.
sorry, I'm stealing the words from my mouth, man.
That's okay. That's okay. It just means we're in complete agreement here.
I have risen from the filth and muck. I am the lotus blossom. I am beauty. That delightful moment before the curtain goes up.
It almost sounds like he's having like an emotional moment in the mirror talking to himself,
Yeah.
like convincing himself, right?
Yeah.
Intense.
Now that is what I want to see. Art shall blossom from your fear.
What if I have none?
Life has no meaning, but your death shall.
He's like, what?
My
I
dad.
live for the applause. You will die for it.
Applause. What's that song?
I knew you would find your mark eventually.
That's such a troll, this one.
You've awoken something deep inside me.
Yeah, let's put it to sleep.
Face the crowd and bleed for them.
Nappy time.
The face of your killer is identical to mine.
That makes it
With
easy.
my technique, killing blooms into artwork. You inspire me.
That
You
sounds
will
like it was
learn what beauty truly is. Through my work, you shall transcend. Smile. Everyone is watching.
Yeah.
all right. Now they've definitely made him. I don't know what they did to the. I'm like, I don't know whether it's okay. My brain is confused whether it's effects like filters or whether they just made him speak through like even something as simple, not even just a mask, but something as simple as like one of those it just sounds he almost sounds like a little bit like Bane right now. Like he's got that Bane
That little
effect
bit
on
of
his
an
voice.
echo that just
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but it sounds super cool now. Definitely sounds like he's just talking behind a mask or like has an air filter in.
Something.
And it's like that Darth Vader effect. Bane and Darth Vader. I don't know how to explain that effect on their voice, but it's like when you hear them talk, they both have a mask on, right?
Yeah.
So it really does sound like he's speaking behind his actual visual mask now.
Breathe in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Bliss comes only in the moment before I fire. There is art here, waiting. I inspire action. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. This passion compels me. Wait for your cue. You're only here to herald my entrance.
Come on.
Terrible arrangement. You shout and throw machetes? How quaint. Clearly you've never performed in Ionia. I find your work very, very obvious. The always enchanting tale of star-crossed lovers. When you speak, I don't hear God. I hear an idiot babbling. Here's the thing.
I wonder which god he's talking to when he says that.
Yeah.
I wonder. You guys gotta let us know. That'd be hilarious. I'm like, who is it? Is it Orn? Is it Volibear? Is it Aatrox? Is it like Mordekaiser or something? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know which ones are, I don't even know if Mordekaiser classifies as a god. He's kind of just the ruler of his own domain or something like that, as far as I've picked up. But that is hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't need your God. I need more time for my production. You can take my soul if you'll shut up. There is such a thing as too much gold, my dear. I thought diamonds were a girl's best friend. You only understand harmony. Discord is required for contrast. My dear countryman, you remind me how little our culture has advanced.
Woo!
I am avant-garde. You are stuck in the past. The Noxian invasion should be a wake-up call. We need more elaborate productions. I
So,
do what
I wonder if because I wonder if that line is in relation to Ionia, because he's also mentioned Ionia a couple other times. I feel like he is from that area.
Yeah, I think he just mentioned it once before. But yeah, no, I agree. I think he is from Ionia. I mean, he referenced the invasion, which we saw in a Legends of Runeterra cinematic, I think.
Yeah.
Right? So we are aware of that, and it's been referenced a couple times. Like, we can tie it in a couple different cinematics from different franchises now.
Yeah.
It's cool to hear Jhin talk about it. And no, I would agree. My guess is that he'd be from Ionia as well.
Yeah. Because I mean, and earlier he mentioned like I'm pretty sure his boots are from Ionia, but he was like, they're so noticeable. But
Something like that. I
yeah,
don't remember quite what he said in that line, or from which perspective he was saying that line. But yeah, you are right. Um, you guys will have to let us know. You guys have to let us know if he's not from Ionia. Where is Jhin from?
or do we know?
Yeah.
others will not. That alone is innovation. So many guns, all lacking in meaning or artistry. Your finale will be a duet.
Your guns
Your
suck.
story is revenge, with guns and ghosts. How droll. I've been asked to do so many boring performances in your nation. Your people mistake loudness for import. Noxians treat killing as a sport. It is an art. How gauche your nation is.
He's like, you disgust me. You know nothing about murder.
Your war was an impressive production, but it lacked soul. I suppose you embody a primitive minimalism, but you lack my technique. I remember your father. He thought he could censor me. I have been planning your final performance for a very long time.
Yo,
You helped
that gave me goosebumps. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, there they are. That gave me goosebumps a little bit for sure. I just, like, anything that's like this brooding revenge really gets me. In like any
Yeah.
show, any character, it's like, because it doesn't just come out of nowhere. It comes out of some very deep, strong
Exactly.
feelings, right? So,
Yeah, there was a seed planted very deeply a long time ago.
villain origin stories. Let's go.
Yeah.
Cool.
locked me away. You tried to stop my work. My heart cannot be contained. Your father was a merciful man. Only his failure will be remembered.
Woo!
Your father's death denied me a performance. You will be his stand-in.
Oh.
Break a leg. Oh, break a leg. Delightful. I do cut myself up. Your music lacks the cruelty of a masterpiece. You should learn the power of silence. Step out of my light. They call it background music. Your work will be forgotten. I am ahead of my time. How inelegant your words are. Surely a fool wrote your script.
Woo.
You have too many lines. Why would anyone listen to a creature so ugly? That hat is ridiculous now. Who let you wear that horrible thing?
I love how this whole last couple minutes, the whole vibe for me is like, shallow and pedantic.
Yeah.
But before you ask, yes, your whole ensemble makes you look fat. Very fat. You wanted to kill me back then, didn't you? You will learn art cannot be killed. You think you can stop my performance? An understudy can't upstage me.
Woo.
I remember your master. He was worth remembering. You were wrong to kill your master. I needed him for this performance. You belong in the shadows. No audience could love you. I offer an exclusive service. You'll find I murder the competition. Prepare for your finale. Your final scene begins.
Is that it? Yes, that's it. I thought he was gonna say at the end, your final scene begins now.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I mean about some lines just felt like they were unfinished. Like, I just feel like that is not a complete sentence, right? Your final scene finishes or ends now.
Now.
I'm like, come on, Jhin. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. I think the voice actor really got into the character of even like mentally thinking like a little bit like a psychotic murderer.
Yeah. I think again, the laughs, I've always enjoyed the laughs that we watched through these.
Yeah.
And kind of near the second half, where like we said, his voice seemed like it was actually coming through his mask. I
Yeah.
think those were my favorite just because they added a little bit more depth to what he was saying and just his
Absolutely.
overall character.
Absolutely.
But like through and through, like I have said, I think it's just a great match for him as a character and his personality. Um,
Yeah, no,
yeah.
he's very like cold and calculated, but in the name of art. Like
Yes.
he thinks it's all artwork and all beautiful and he's really about perfectionism and tempo and music and
Yeah.
performances and um it's funny how he just translates everything like it would be like I don't know how to explain this any other way, but it would just be like if say you had a head injury and your brain just doesn't work the same. Like he doesn't think the same as anybody else.
Yeah,
Like he
yeah.
just sees it the way he sees it, right?
Yeah.
Like
It's beautiful.
yeah, no, it's a very interesting character. He's a little bit insane to me, but
He's a little delusional.
it's a little bit, but no, there's so much to be curious about. To be honest, like obviously, how'd he come to be? Why is half his body gold? So like if we bring up this back on screen for just a second, like I was talking about his left shoulder up here, and
Yeah.
no idea what this is, but I'm just like, is he like half robot or like did he like injure himself because he thinks he's ugly or is that why he's all covered up? Like, is he all human? Is he half? I'm getting like the cyberpunky vibes from him. You know what I mean? Just because like that he has a robotic arm,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I've literally never noticed that before. I want to know if it's just this skin potentially. So someone's just gonna be like, it's just the skin. You're dumb. But the only other time we see him in a cinematic is in Awaken,
Yeah.
and honestly, after hearing these voice lines for me, I'm just like 10 times more curious about everything about him. What's his
Yeah.
mission, and what's his whole vibe?
Yeah, that does actually put like his scenes in Awaken into like so much more perspective because he's literally doing a performance.
Yes.
Like it's so on point.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I absolutely love him in that scene. Like to be honest, it's one of if not my favorite scene. Like when the I forget what her name is, but the lady with the two different colored eyes,
Yeah.
she comes in, she swings off the chandelier or the main thing or up in the roof or whatever.
Yes.
And like I think Jin has a bomb up there.
He's got a trap up there too.
Yeah, which if you guys
Yeah.
never noticed, you gotta pause in that frame. There's a trap up there that goes off when she
Yeah.
swings past it. And like I just love how the slow-mo and then the way he turns around and the way
Right?
the way the camera uses the foreground to background extension to really make you emotionally be attached to that moment. It's so cool.
It's so perfectly orchestrated.
Yeah, the music in that moment is actually perfect. Like
yes.
I would love to see Jin in his own cinematic.
Yeah.
Something that I would even go as far as picking the location. I want to see it back in a theater.
Yeah.
Right? Something to do with the theater. Some cool transitions that use the curtain call, like when the curtain drops, use that
Yes.
to transition.
Right.
Oh my god, you could do like when the camera's going past the seats, like in between the seats, like looking down the rows, and then you could just like speed that up, and as it speeds up, it looks like film strips going past you, and then you could listen. I'm a videographer, so I have a video.
That's your brain, like your videography brain going at it.
I'm already going at it. So one of the ideas
Yeah.
I had, which kind of has nothing to do with this, is I wanted to I honestly want to start making like AMVs of my favorite moments from like either cinematics or shows because I see this stuff and I'm just like, oh my god, what if we did this with it? What if we did this? And I think that's part of the reason why I wanted to get into like animation and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Whatever. I really appreciate all the work that went into this. It is literally another 10 out of 10 performance for me. I loved it.
Yeah, I remember you saying Jin was always a character that interests you because maybe the mystery behind it.
Yeah.
Do you feel any more, I guess, connected to him, or like does that still resonate with you?
Oh, I still think I after this, I just think he's a total creeper, and I still want to know about more about him. Like that doesn't dissuade me or anything. I think he's absolutely a bit psychotic, and that's not me saying that's a negative thing. That's just me saying that's just what it is to me.
Yeah,
and that interests me. Like I definitely want to know more about him.
it definitely adds that like extra curiosity layer.
Yeah, I think the way that I want it interact with most of these characters is in the MMO because, I mean, they, I guess, were all originally made for League of Legends, and because I'm not too attached to that game, I still really like a lot of these characters so much so that I would love to just experience interacting with them as
Yes.
my own character
Yeah.
in an MMO. That is like 100% the way that I want to do it. I don't want to play them because that doesn't really tell me anything about the character. I'd rather the character be its own thing and I get to interact with it and
Yeah.
get little like pieces of lore that the actual character tells me.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the way I want to learn about it.
Yeah.
So, um, you know,
I would agree.
yeah, no, that's just what it is for me. I don't have any favorite voice lines or anything from it because it's so long I can't remember. But a couple times he was talking crap about someone's dad.
Yes.
I definitely want to know if it's someone's dad. I got the feeling that it was someone's dad from Noxus.
From Noxus.
From
I
Noxus,
think?
yeah.
Yeah.
And a couple times my brain was just like, Mel's dad? Mel's dad. Mel's from Noxus. Mel's from Noxus. I'm like, is it Mel's dad? And then like my brain's like, Darius? I'm like, people have announced like suggested Swain is from Noxus too. I don't know who he is yet. We don't know who Swain is yet, but some high, um, vicious
Yeah.
general or something from Noxus.
Like a higher ranking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, there's a lot of things that tie into Jhin. There's a lot of things he talked about. He talked about Ionia and he talked about Noxus and just a lot of
Yeah.
questions. A lot of questions
He
at this point.
one of his lines says something about like there's like too much gold is like
I
gold
remember
can
that.
be too much or
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that.
I remember that.
But like I actually pictured Leona when he said that. 'Cause
Yeah.
she's literally all gold, like her shield, her
Yep.
her armor, all of that stuff, and she's like sun, so gold there too.
Yeah, that's a good guess.
Yeah, so that, and then right after that, he said like I thought diamonds were a girl's best friend, and opposite to Leona would be Diana, which is moon.
Yeah, that.
So and like they don't, to my knowledge, Diana and Leona don't.
Oh, they're not getting along.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, I wonder if that's a relation there.
No, that's a good guess for sure. I didn't. I was honest. My brain was like for 2 seconds. I'm like, who could that? And then it was right the next line. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah, there was something else he said about not the silence being deadly, but silence. I shouldn't even go down this road. I can't remember the full thing.
I'm trying to remember it now too.
But I remember it was one that I was like, oh, like I really appreciated that one. It was somewhere near the beginning, I think.
Silence can be destructive, or silence can be deafening.
Yeah, I think that might have been it.
It might have been something like
along
that. Yeah, something
those
really
lines.
contrasty like that.
Where it's true, like there are such silent moments, and we've learned this through all these other cinematics and even Arcane where we watch, where silence can be like so heavy.
Oh yeah,
it can hold so much emotion, even though there's nothing happening.
Yeah, you don't even need it in a show. Like honestly, that same thing in music.
Yeah.
I am a fan of metal music, as many other genres. I'm not just a metalhead, but really bad with names, so I'm not even trying to remember the name of the song. But there is this song that I can remember the groove in my head, and then it goes so hard, and like right on the beat, it's like, and silence, complete silence for like 1, 2, 3, 4 bars, and it brings it in. But when it brings it in, it's so hard, and like, yes, it just goes so hard. So yeah, no, silence is absolutely a great how do I want to use it, like what's the precursor to a fire, like it really like heats things up.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know what the word I'm using for is.
I literally was like kindling. I'm like, it's not kindling, Ashley.
No, it's just it's a very good
Fuel for the fire.
yeah, it's a very good like fuelant or I'm like, brain, you can do this, guy. Nope, he can't.
I understand what you're trying to say though.
Yes. Propellant? Something like that. It's a great propellant. I say that's like rocket stuff, right? Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's a great propellant to make the song take off.
Yes.
There we go. The analogy makes sense now. Woo! All right, we're leaving. Hey, let us know. You want to wrap up?
I'm good. I love the depth of Jhin. It was done really well. That's about it.
All right. Please let us know your favorite things about Jhin. Maybe your favorite voice lines down in the comments below. And use timestamps, because timestamps really help us, so I don't have to sift through an entire 40-minute video trying to wonder what you're talking about.
Yes.
And yeah, no, that was very cool. Let us know what you like or dislike about Jhin, playing him, and where else you'd like to experience Jhin. Another cinematic, another game, any other place like that.
Yeah.
And as always, please like, share, and especially subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. All right,
Bye.